Okay, so what were you saying now?
Okay, so here's something weird about times tables. So there can be even numbers in odd times tables, but there can't be odd numbers in even times tables.
Why not? Who told you that? How do you?
I was thinking about number blocks in the times tables,
Okay, so,
and I realized there's no odd numbers.
okay, so you figured it out on your own?
Yeah.
Okay, so why is that so?
Because in the even times table, even though like all the even numbers multiply by odd numbers, because in even times tables like 2, 4, and so on, you're always like say 2, you're always multiplying the number by 2, so it'll always be an even number. Because and say a 3 times table. The 3 times table can so like if you're in a 3 times table, some even numbers show up and they're like so 3 times 5. So listen. So when you multiply some equations from in the 5 times table, like 5 times 2, it comes up like in the 2 or 10 times table, like because when you're in different times tables, the like other numbers come up in there in odd times tables, even numbers come up in there, so it makes the numbers in there even. So in odd times tables, like the number can be an even or odd number, but in even times tables it's just even, because
Using the number n, how would you represent every even number?
every number is n times like 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, and so on.
But in general, since n can be anything, how you generalize an even number? N can be any integer. How would you generalize an even number using n?
You use it as the even number?
Yeah, but how would you say no? N is any integer. Tell me, how would you represent an even integer using an n? An even integer can be represented as what? Here's a hint. As a multiple of n, what would that be?
N times 2.
Awesome.
Or n times like
No, that's
2,
good.
4,
10 times
8, 10.
But n
2,
times
4,
2.
8, 6, 10.
Yeah, but
4,
n times
6,
2.
8, 10,
Yeah, but n times
and so
2. N times 2, 4, 6, 8 is still n times 2, because in that case, n would just be another even number, like n is 4n. So yeah, it's just 2n. How would you represent an odd number using n?
N times like 3 or 1, 2.
No, but let's suppose n is 2. N times 3 is going to be even. How do you represent? How do you make sure that given any integer n, you have an odd number? How would you represent that? And here's a hint: it's something times something plus something.
Huh? What did you just say?
It's something times n plus something is how you represent an odd number.
Something times n plus something. So it's
Think about how you represented an even number a while ago. Think about how you represented an even number a while ago. You're warming up.
Am I getting, so tell me if
Here.
Tell me if I'm getting
You're getting warm.
1,
And it's
3,
mm-hmm.
5.
Yeah, but how would you represent that
I'm
using
trying to
n?
think of what you said.
Okay, good.
Something times n. So
Plus
1,
something.
So I'm thinking of the first something. Okay. 1, 5, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13.
So let's generalize it. Here, once again, you told me that any even number can be written as 2n if n is an integer. So how could you write any odd number?
1n?
Well, if n is 6, 1n. If n is 2, then 3n is still going to be even. 2n is any even number. What's the difference between an odd and an even number?
I don't know.
If you have an even number, you want to make an odd number, what would you do to it?
You would put it if you would add a 1.
Ah, so then
Oh,
what is it?
so
What is it?
it's n, so it's n, no, it's something, the something first is 1, is 2, plus n plus 1.
2 plus n, almost there.
2 plus 1.
No, it's plus 1. It's plus 1, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna.
N plus
It's not gonna be an addition for the n. It's gonna be something n plus 1.
2, something n plus 1.
Something times n plus 1. What's that?
Oh,
It's in it. If
2
the,
times n plus 1.
awesome. So,
Finally.
so the even integer is represented by what?
By just 2 times n.
And the odd integer is
2
represented as
times n plus
1.
2 times n plus 1.
Awesome. So give me an example. So if n is 5, give me an odd number that you can construct from that.
Okay.
2 times n plus 1. N is 5. What would the odd number you can construct from
So
that?
10 times 5, 50 plus 1, 59.
Okay, well make it simple. If n is 5 and you say and 2n plus 1 is gonna be equal to what?
2n plus 1 is gonna be equal to 2n plus 1 is gonna be
If n is 5.
let me think.
2 times 5 plus 1 was 2 times 5 and then plus a 1. Awesome. How would you represent how you represent 1 as 2 times n plus 1? What would you need n to be?
You need n to be
To represent 1, what would you need n to be?
you would need n to be you need n to be 1.
No, to represent 1, 2n plus 1. What would you need what would you need n to be to represent 2n plus 1 as? Yes, it'd be 0. 2 times 0 plus 1. To represent 3, what would you
2
need?
times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1.
If you to represent 3, what would you need n to be?
To represent 3, n would be
You know it's like a function, right?
oh.
F of n equals 2n plus 1. When
Yeah.
you put 0 in, you get 1 out. When you put what do you put in to get 3 out?
You put 0 in, you get 1 up. You put 1 in, you get 3 out.
Awesome. What would you need to put in to get 5 out?
Okay, 2,
Awesome. What do you need to put in to get 51 out?
3.
51. If you need to put what do you
11.
No, what do you need to put in to get 51?
10. Hold on. 50?
1.
Okay.
Let me
Wait. I think I know. Okay, hold on. Let me think. Okay, I'm thinking. 25.
Awesome. High five. You're amazing.